Hi, so hi. I'm waiting for my phone to charge while I had nothing to do meanwhile. It's a little bit slow, like an hour or something. And I will make some phone calls, so I thought I could check in. And my cat recently, she loves a little. It's a past life regression. Hi, there's someone in here. If you want some cards, you can let me know. Anyways, she loves this. It's the ending of it now. Maybe you hear it. I don't know. And at the end, it also is hack. I mean, it's not a new CD. So, anyways, today she went and sat right beside there. She have loved this for like 10 years, and so I had to put it on. Anyway, never mind. Okay, I will do some card readings. Usually people aren't quick to check in. I wonder why it says top chat here. Can I change that? Maybe I need to say live chat. Oh, I need to see what is that? It's live anyway. Yeah, so I will do this whole 1, 2, 3, 4 to begin with, maybe only if no one is coming in. I will use the Book of Shadows Tarot today, as above, so below. And yeah. Sorry. First, I will do the. You can choose either 1, 2, 3, or 4. I mean, pile, or if it's one card. Or I'm trying to pick the cards up. That's why this sounds. Yeah. So, or you can choose a pile connected. Whoop. Sorry, messing around. A pile related to your the element of your sign, so to speak. So fire signs, I take them for pile 1, and you can do either or then. And for the second pile, or earth signs. The third, air signs, or number 3, or and the fourth pile or cards will be for water signs, or number 4. I hope that makes a lot of sense. Okay, first, number 1s or fire signs. What's the message for you right now? Right about now. Is it? Oh, if this even is the cards I should use for this. Yeah, I think so. Here we have Earth. This is 9 of Earth. These are a lot of dwarves, little gnomes, maybe you say. Yeah, sitting around a huge cow who is giving milk to them, I assume. Then it seems like this card shows abundance, actually, that there is more than enough for all these people. I get a sense also they feel a little bit worried, maybe, that it may not be enough. But the mother here, the great mother cow in this image, have resources and abundance to share with them. So, and they kind of flock around her. They sit there, and she's kind of calmly standing there, sharing her milk. Then, yeah, it seems like a harmonious. Also, she seems almost like a teacher, but a very calm one. That is not so. I mean, she have so much in her. She have a huge belly here, and she have so much. And the way she shares this is mainly through just her way of being. She's just there, and they get some sort of shade and comfort and all kinds of things from her, just her presence. Yeah, that's what I see here. There are 9 of those little gnomes sitting around this. Very calm and kind mother cow. And I also think about, she's white also, and I think about in India how they are viewed as holy and so on. I think this is something they really revere and look up to, or they I think they feel a little bit beneath her in some way, but still they honor her, they respect and hold her high. But they are also very different from each other. So she's the one. I mean, she enjoys their company, but she's the one giving the nourishment here. But I think she's really pleased with being around them too. She likes that. And there are some little sheep around here and so on. But I think she's taken on the role of protecting them somehow also. Yeah, she feels motherly towards them. And they have that sense of, they really feel protected by her as well. Her kind of aura and energy as well. As long as she's there, they get a sense of security or safety, or yeah, everything seems right with the world kind of thing. She gives that vibe or aura, that groundedness, solidness, that, yeah, gives them hope and light and guidance. Yeah. So that was for those who chose number 1 or fire signs. I mean, usually fire signs get other kinds of cards, but let's see now. Okay, for the number 2 or earth signs. Okay, here is a little bit more difficult. Not much, but still. Here we have 5 of chalices and Litha in this deck, and that is more so the sun card. Okay, I think this woman, there is a woman that seems to be that she's overworked or something, tired or sad, or lonely, or all of it. Laying here on the sofa, crying by herself. There is a lot of books around her. I don't know. She feels depressed. I think she wants to get a grasp of things. She wants to understand things. Oh, someone is here. Hi. Thanks for the like. She wants to understand something, and she really tries, but it seems to evade her somehow. And also she feels that she's losing out. There are things that I don't think this may relate to people as it sometimes does, like relationships, but it's like she have been a bit, yes, I get this feeling from this card that she's kind of feeling that she's missing something, or that something have, as these cups are, something has spilled out that can't be retained or something. Instead of seeing the things that you actually do have, these 2 cups usually in this card, or 5 of cups that are standing up still. Shelly or the Leo. Hey. On point. Is this for you? Right? Okay. And then this woman, what I also see in this, because these are 2 cards, then there comes the sun card, or the Litha card is called here, midsummer card, like or I mean summer solstice card. And so there I see it's like she is also looking forward to something that comes, like in the mid, maybe it is like next summer or something. And in this image there is a couple with a little rabbit, never mind, and a lot of sunflowers around, and it's just somewhat a happy family here, or a happy couple, to be together or connected, or also that everything is growing and it's at its height, both love, I guess here, or connectedness, and and the whole earth is like celebrating at this time. She maybe she also usually have these seasonal depression kind of things, and she now it's going to autumn, it's getting darker and everything, and she long for that those bright days already again. I don't know what it is about this sun card, but it's important, and it seems so far away for this person. It seems like, oh no, it's like, but there is so much hope though for this. Something also, she looks pregnant, the woman on this sun card. So I think that it is about something getting or being born that she longs for, and it seems to, maybe that is connected also, that is something she have lost sometimes or something, or it feels like projects have been a sort of miscarriages or something, and she longs for that fulfillment, and the clarity, not least, of the sun. Not so that, because now she feels a little bit like in several, I mean, in different levels, but she feels like she, yeah, there is a lack of clarity also. She doesn't really know. Yeah, I don't know what she doesn't know, but it still, the sun card comes after, so this is moving in the direction where she will feel very secure and very content, and life will feel happy, or you, if this is for you, then yeah. So this is, she doesn't see it yet. She sees more of the sadness here, or the things that she feels she have lost, but this is on its way, and this will be so much more better than she can even grasp or understand now, and so much abundance as well on many levels. I mean, in real levels, it's not about so much. It doesn't have to be like material like such, but yeah, super great things are coming your way. And then they are also there already, some of it, but the whole clarity of it, and the groundedness, the sense of really understanding in depth these things that she feel is maybe a bit confusing or scattered or something right now. Yeah, and also if it is connected to relationship, this that have been bad or felt like they didn't work out well or so on, the things that are coming is so much better. You can't even compare. With no conflicts. I mean, no conflicts is to overreach, but I mean, more. I mean, almost none. Like, if so, just minor things that won't even. No, they won't create ripples even. This is such a solid, wonderful relationship where you kind of understand each other without problems. Like, so, and then for the number threes, or air signs. Yeah, all right. I need to keep them reversed. Maybe some of them. I don't like to read reversed, though, so I won't do that right now. So, here comes the Fool, or the Summerlands. It's here actually, but it's a new start. It's a new life, a different life than before. It's like someone is moving into, or like taking a chance and jumping into something entirely different, another world, kind of. And this world is very happy and blissful and innocent in some way. It's like it's like a dream reality, although it's real. This is something this person have dreamt about, and it's about freedom. It's about yeah, kind of bliss, new adventures in a very positive way, new discoveries that couldn't be anticipated really. And then I get also the first comes the Fool card, and then the World card. I mean, card. Yeah. And here there is in this deck it's the So Below in the Book of Shadows Tarot. All of these cards that I've mentioned is from that deck. As Above and So Below, and this is So Below. So, and actually the first card is from the As Above, so that is more like a spiritual, also new renewal. But I think they go very much together, these, because this whole new world that comes in the physical realm or more mundane, this person is just shining. There is maybe someone else shining for you or around you that creates this new start. But also it could be she makes the same gesture as this Fool person, that also there comes a lot of light through this person's hands. It's like this person can transform the darkness and bring light, and that is the same as the person does in this World card. She can transform her own auric field and her own energy or histan and just shine so brightly in a world where many people aren't aware of their light bodies or aware of who they truly are as souls. So they are more so gray shadows, or they live in a more narrow understanding of reality, let's say. So this is fantastic. The first and the in Major Arcana, this is the first. I mean, or Alpha Omega, like the first card and the last card, or actually, the Fool is the one moving through all those Major Arcana. But there is a lot going on, and there is a totally new world coming for this person. Maybe they move to another country, or, I mean, this is huge. So for these number threes, they learn to work with energy, obviously, or already I think they have done, but now they see how they truly can transform their lives. And they become so aware. I must see there are some cards coming after this also. So then we have Maiden of Air, and then we have Mabon. Here it's a Justice card, and there is, let's see, what are they called? Demeter and Persephone. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's like the mother touching almost hands with her that lives in the underworld, so to speak. They shift during the seasons of the year where this little daughter have to go and live in the underworld for some time. Interesting. And then we have Elemental of Air. So, okay. Oh, Maiden of Air and Elemental of Air. Very interesting. And in the midst of, in between them is this mother and daughter then. So what I see here actually is, I think this is someone that will go and live to not everyone maybe that listens, not that there are many listening, but this is someone that will go and live half of the year, maybe in some other country or somewhere else in the world, or some place away from where their families or something, and then half of the year or something like that, or at least at periods, then they will stay where they used to be. So this is what's going on in this card, and there will be people that don't really like this. This Maiden of Air is there is a lot of transformation going on, but I feel like both the Maiden and the Elemental, especially the Elemental of Air here, all of these three are the As Above. So this is going on the spiritual level as well. These are changes that are meant to be. They can't be prevented, actually. But there is a clash. I think there is a clash also because there are women in these cards. The Elemental is a woman, and the Maiden, obviously. And I think there is a clash in between these women. One is like yellow hair, this Maiden, and the other one like grayish bluish hair, and she's like breaking. No, it's not mirrors breaking, but she's there's a lot of messages, rather papers flying around, I think. But she's clearing the air. She's very she like to push through things that aren't true. She loves to clarify things and bring forth truth, however disturbing it is to others that she does. And she gets quite judged for it, I think, also sometimes. But the Maiden of Air here, she have a lot of messages to say, things. Wow, yeah, I think this may also be about a choice between things, but here I don't see that the choice will lead to. It's like Hades and the Mother here, like it's almost a compromise or a deal that is made, that this person will stay this time with these people or what it is, and then some time of the year with this other. Yeah, this choice can't be made, sort of, because it's needed, or they belong in both worlds, so to speak, or in yeah. This is very, very interesting, these cards. And yeah, it's a huge leap of faith also to do this, and just, yeah, it's almost really like, I get the sense of living in a different country, almost like walking around. She seems like she's walking around in like Disney World car, New York or some city, and the Fool card is like running free on some field, or. But I get the sense of all of these cards that it's about some huge changes, both in the physical and even more so spiritually. This is unavoidable to some degree. The choice cannot be made. This, I think, also the person, the number 3 here, or maybe the air signs, they don't want to make a choice. They think that they need to make a choice, and they don't want to, or they aren't able to make a choice here. Both choices are pulling equally much, kind of, or something. It's impossible, it feels like. And what these cards show is that the choice is not, yeah, it's needed, but it's not, it doesn't include having to dismiss something. Both choices, so to speak, can be included in some way or another here, is what I get. But they have to be kind of find their right place or be divided in some kind of way. But I think it's an encouragement to follow their dreams, to be brave, to, without knowing what will happen, just to throw themselves out there. So much is changing for this person, and in all the best ways. And I think also the person who got these cards, whomever this is for, or if it's anyone who get this number 3, I also think this person knows that some things aren't super easy, but they are still purposeful. They don't have to be, don't have to lead to suffering, although there may be certain separations at times or so on. That could be for a greater cause or something. And I think this person really is a person who wants to be true and genuine with themselves. And therefore, I think that's the reason why this is so hard to make this choice. But it's awesome. I mean, actually, really. And this person will become, during this time to come, this one will become so aware of their inner selves, or their spiritual being, their soul, that will like shift also from more so identify with the person here and now in this world, so to speak, but to understand the eternal being and identify with that more and more. I see that, and that becomes such a freeing and relaxing experience, as well as yeah. I also yeah, I see also that this person, aside from searching very much for truth, they also love to be just. They don't want to be unfair, and therefore that also brings difficulties in this choice or choices. But it will be well, and all of the I mean, like this, as I said before, but as I see it in these cards, both of these choices that seem to not match at all, which they don't actually, they can be, there is a way to combine them, to kind of not dismiss one, but to embrace or find their proper place or time or so on for each, and not have to dismiss any of them. But if people are involved here, I think that, or if two women are involved here, maybe, then yeah, then they may not agree with each other, though. But still, I think there can be some sort of agreement or compromise or something here, or it just not can be, it will be, if this person chooses this. Interesting. That was really interesting cards. Okay, for number 3 then. No. I mean, that's what number 3. Number 4 or water signs. Let's see. Okay, here we have Crown of Earth. This is an old woman. Beautiful, beautiful old woman. Elder. And she's embracing this time and really, really embracing it. Like, still, I mean, not hiding away, just lifting forth the beauty that comes in this time. She's standing like with a beautiful dress, and yeah, her white hair is super beautiful also. And I mean, she's celebrating her beauty at this time very much, as well as the beauty of that period of life. She's standing out in the snow, like watching each of these individual snowflakes, and how marvelous and magical and fantastic life is. She's awesome at celebrating this, and really understand that this is a sacred time. This is a something positive to be celebrated. And then we have Knave of Chalices. So this is like someone young boy in this image staring at the pond, seeing the reflection of their face. And I think this is someone that is a little bit lost here. Like, isn't that narcissist? Someone falling in love with their own image. Sorry about that. Narcissus, maybe it's called. What is this then? So I don't think this is this woman, though. This is someone else. I must see the other cards first. And then we have 7 of Pentacles and 3 of Wands. Okay. I think this is somewhat a warning also to not be fixated on youthful looks. I mean, he is pretty amazed by his young beauty, let's say. But that is not where beauty is. Beauty can be everywhere in all faces, so to speak. Faces and faces. So I think this is the message here, to not, because we do that maybe in society and in our world, we stare like blindly at these outer, we almost, that is maybe more so than a person, this card. Maybe this is like a societal way that we easily get fixated at these outer reflections, and forget other ways of seeing. We get almost trapped in these beauty ideals, or all these things. I'm not dismissing anyone wanting to do whatever, let's call them adjustments or whatever, to change whatever their looks or something. But I think that if we seek too much in the outer, and we don't find that inner love for ourselves, that will never ever be enough. We will get blinded and think that there's always something new or more to adjust, or to kind of rectify, or whatever. To try to perfect something, as if we will not think it's enough, even though we may admire beauty. I mean, in the outer, I think this may be something like that people also that looks on, I don't know, Insta or so on, comparing. And maybe this is also more so for younger people who grew up in this age of everything online, when it's yeah, you know images and everything is fixed, not everything, but, and so on. It's not like that is reality also. The comparison and the drive to live up to those ideas can be harmful, and we can lose ourselves in something so superficial also, when there are so many important things going on that we could that have a soul, that we could actually this is so, it's almost like addictions. They are so, we seek for something that won't ever fill us, because it does not reflect the need that we actually seek to fill. We need to find what we are really, really searching for, and that can never be on the surface level. Although we can appreciate those kinds of things, but this fixation isn't healthy. And then we have, as I said, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, this is about also, she's sitting there picking apples from a tree. There are little notes here as well, and I think she enjoys and values the things also individually, but also, yeah, she really enjoys life and the things that she have. Yeah, I think that is the message, to actually start to see what we do have, and not seek for. Okay, I'm just so it's one thing from Teal now. Oh, difficult. Polyamory. She talks about what you need to know before trying. She's just popped up, and I mean, with that previous cards, it could be a thing. I don't know, but anyways, and then we have Three of Wands, and this is both of these cards, the Seven of Pentacles and Three of Wands in this deck, shows someone that is really in the now, and loving the things, and appreciating and enjoying, really in a, with her senses, all the things in her life, like she who picked those apples, she's like infused in all this, the smells from this tree, and the sense of in the hands, and the smell from the apples. I mean, everything is like, she's really, really enjoying it. It's a pleasure to do these things. And these Three of Wands in this deck also is sitting by the fireplace after taking a shower, having her little robe and things on her head, like, and curling up there, drinking her tea or what it is, and having some candles lit, and just feeling, just enjoying life and each little tiny moment in it. And there are also some messages coming here. She's waiting for that, like generally in 3 of Wands. There are mailmen coming with some messages here to her. She knows that also the good things and things in life will pop up. And there is no need for this comparison. I think that is the message overall here. We are perfect as we are right now. And we have developed through different things to become what we are, and we can change and so on, but we are what we are supposed to be. Yeah. We don't have to like do over and try to match some sort of ideal as such. Rather, just it's another thing if it comes from, I mean, love for ourselves and wanting to take care. This person really take care of herself, and and it's more so how to feel than how to look or the impressions that will make on others. But the thing is with this Knave of Chalices in this deck, that is a little bit confused, kind of mentally, let's say. That's about also they are so driven by how people from the outside see them. So 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 they kind of lose touch with themselves a little bit. They lose the ability to be clear about what they want or so on, because it takes over. That causes also more and more insecurity all the time, because everyone will never love everyone, So yeah, this is needed in this pile number 4, or the water signs, to realize that it has so little to do with that. Yeah, and rather appreciating and enjoying yourself as you are, and knowing that you are perfect as you are right now, whatever phase in life or whatever is going on. There is so much to love and appreciate about yourself. So yeah, so that's kind of a warning also. If someone is in very much focused on these kinds of things, that's a warning to stop it. So okay, so now I've been here for 38 minutes. That was the cards. I wonder if someone comes in. There was one thing I thought about the other. I think I talked about that. I need to drink more water. I think I talked about that with someone, or someone wrote that about fear, no, bravery, like is, or fearlessness, I think was the word, maybe. That is to have fear, but still doing it. I have heard that many times. But I actually don't maybe agree. I mean, that's a good step on the way, maybe, and sometimes at least. But I actually do think fearlessness is when you aren't even fearful anymore. I think about this pile with a Fool's card and the World card, and where this energy is just shining, just being aware of the soul and spirit that we are. And the more we are, the lesser we identify with this individual physical person that can actually be harmed in that sense. Our spirit cannot. So the more we know deeply and truly who we are, we do not need fear. I'm not saying I'm there. I'm much more there than ever. But I do think that fearlessness does not mean to still have fear. It means that we have maybe not evolved, but realized more of who we are, and so we can can live more in that perception of ourselves also. That is not like a mind trick thing. It's an experience of actually being the energy that we are, and no one can touch that. No one can take it. No one can harm it. There is no way. And it's eternal also. We can't lose it. So, yeah, the more we are that energy and that love and that, yeah, spirit, the we don't, it's only limitations or boundaries that can be, let's say, overthrown by others, let's say. So I do believe fearlessness is actual fearlessness. It's not like just a word, but we mean to still be fearful. And it's also not something to prove to others. But I sometimes think we bring things to a minor, I don't know, we describe them in minor ways because we haven't really got it yet. So that's easier to still stay in our, let's say, minor mindsets or minor experience. And from there, try to describe it. And then that becomes a good description. To still be fearful, but do it, because that's the only thing we are in touch with, actually. And it's also, but it's difficult. I mean, to talk about put words into certain things, but when it comes to, in the medicine wheel, also the eagle, the perspective of even both the soul and the hummingbird and the eagle, where we actually are it. We are God. We are, or goddess, however we should pronounce it. No, but yeah, we are actually it. We are one with everything. It's no separation. And that is also difficult to actually embrace. And I think that this latest pile touch on to that kind of when, or several piles actually, that we can lose touch with. I mean, we can be spiritual egos, and that's not the intent. If we that's why you don't start on that level. You have to go through the other phases to be able to connect with that without it being like a facade. I mean, in a spiritual facade of something that is only ego, actually. So, but still, I believe that, hi, someone is in here now again. But still, I believe that we actually are it. Yeah. And that I see many times is described in similar ways as fearlessness. It's described in a minor way that is not actually it as I see it. Yeah, it's like yeah, it's trying to describe our power actually, but still limit it. It's unlimited. We are unlimited on that level of our being, so to say. And that's the true. I mean, that's who we truly are. These other things come and go, and we, yeah, and so on. Hi, yeah, La Lima, Sony. Yes, you can. You were here last time. I don't know if you. I don't remember if you got some cards then, or if I had to go. But yeah, you can ask. Please do so. I used to say this, but I say it again. That first of all, I can say several things. Well, this is only over 18 anyways, but all my videos, or audios. But if the question aren't real, so to speak, if someone just make up questions whenever, that won't fly. I mean, the spirits may answer something that someone else would hear or whatever is good, but usually not correct answer, and also it's not set in stone what comes in the future. We read in the cards the past energies and how they kind of spill over into the future if we don't change them. And also, I don't, I don't check into others' energies, emotions, thoughts, feelings, actions, so on, because I feel like I invade their integrity, their privacy, since they aren't aware of it. So you say, wanted to ask about Nicky's future actions after I meet him, and how will meeting be? I think that's like wrong person to ask. I'm sorry. I also have one. I will just put a link to another one that I like. I have a few that I sometimes listen to that do these kinds of readings that I don't. Here is one of them. I will just. Whoa, there was a lot of. Uh, but I will pick some cards for you also. But I will just put links to those who I like sometimes. Sometimes I just listen because I feel their voice is relaxing, not that I want some answers. Let's say. Um, but they are brilliant. But okay, intentions, yeah. I will not ask about that, but I will do some. I may have been doing this before, but I will do like a relationship reading, because this is about someone else's actions and so on. How the meeting will be, I can do that though, because that includes you. I don't want to. Okay. Intentions is also like about the other person's. I mean, that is like reading someone else's energy, and I don't want to do that. But yeah, yeah, that I can do as it stands now. So here we have elemental of earth first. That is like page of earth. So that is my thought about how will your meeting be. And this here's a gnome laying there playing on some sort of panpipe maybe or something. He seems this is the Book of Shadows Tarot as above card if you want to see how it looks like. Anyways, this he it's kind of dark and there is a little light shining in. This person seems very relaxed. I guess this you understand? Yeah, you maybe understand that I wanted to do it like that. So I guess this is someone that is very laid back. That may be him then. I think Nikki is a guy, right? Anyways, someone who isn't really interested in taking some action. It doesn't seem like here. I mean, Earth is very, very slow element overall, but also elemental or the pages then would be a beginning of something still. But the relaxed manner of this person just being by themselves in their little man cave or something, or woman cave, whomever Nick is like, it doesn't really show, that at least it doesn't show that this meeting will come quickly. So, and I will then pull a card for your connection overall right now, rather. 3 of Earth. This is also an Earth sign. Yeah. And here there is a lot of fruits, flowers, bees, all kinds of. It seems very lush. Here's the same little gnome actually laying in the bushes. It seems so almost like full, as if this person had been eating a lot and stuffed or tired. I don't know. Someone who likes to just pull away from others and hide underneath the bushes. There is another gnome here I also see sitting enjoying the flowers and whatever. They are quite far from each other. So if I think about this connection, someone is like in their sleep state rather, and one is would be you. Then I would think is more so anticipating and waiting and very awake. So what can I say? Yeah, I think generally this card could show if you work on things, there could be some cooperation and stuff and so on. So it, but what I see in this other person is quite some uninterest, I must say. I know this may not be, since you ask, I assume you don't want to hear that, but this person is so not only laid back, it's like someone who have fallen asleep. It's no, they are not focused on this very much. Capricorn. Oh, yeah. Also, that maybe it's that's the Earth sign, right? That's maybe it. But in the images here, I think that this person have. I'm sorry to say, but I think probably you should maybe. It's not super negative. This is also someone that is when they take action. Let's say they are very solid also in that. So that could be very. I mean, that could stay for a long time and so on. But yeah, as I see it now in these cards, I would let go of this. He's so not only slow but also very uninterested, kind of. So I would. The cards doesn't say like move on or so on, but I mean flowers and bees and so on can also be very positive. But yeah, you if I see you as this other one sitting there like enjoying all the flowers and bees, and I feel like there is an also you are awake, so to speak, but also very dreamy, like um, imagining all the things that could happen or so on. And yeah, I think, yeah, as long as it feels good to stay in that, then, but it's not saying, the cards does not say like leave, but this person is deep asleep. Hi, Soul Sandoval. Hey. So that's what I could say. I mean, the cards doesn't say it, but I would say, since I see the images here, that I would rather. I mean, I wish you better than this lazy person. Yeah, it may be not only especially uninterested in you. This could be like overall someone who just like to be with themselves, to relax, and I don't know. So, but happy Saturday. Yeah, happy Saturday to you. Yeah. I hope you got something you wanted from that, Lalima. If you have another additional question on that, or you can, but I think I've heard about this. I mean, you have asked several times about that, and I believe, at least what I see now, I don't recall what the card's answers were before, but yeah, you are worthy of something more active, I guess, if you don't like to be dreaming about it. May I ask what caused my mother to be a bit negative and controlling since I was young? I'm trying to understand her. Oh, as I said before, I don't read other people's like intentions and so on, because I feel I invite their privacy. Also, mothers who want to ask about their children is not uncommon, also in a psychic mediumship way. But I can do a relationship reading for you, for you and your mother. Do you want that? And that it comes up a little bit. That maybe can give you an answer to it, though. Okay, I will go. I'll still use this. The Book of Shadow Tarot now for today, or for right now. I have a lot of decks here, but I will just shuffle them a bit. And why? So let's see now. So I think you have had Okay, I should maybe say what cards there is before I start to interpret them. The first is Five of Air. This is uh, generally not an awesome card. Let's see. We do get along, but she has probs with many of her kids on and off, over her control. Yeah, but what I see here in Five of Air is like these are palmistry. This is shining lights in the palm of the hand in this deck, the as above, and I think this is patterns that go deeper. I mean, maybe previous lives, or this is like bullying almost, from her, I assume then. But this represents you. Yeah, you see, this represents you, though, that you have also these patterns. I mean, you match her somehow, you kids. That it's not only her patterns, but also yours that came into this together with her somehow. But this seems to be, yeah, this is something that have been going on for a long time, even previous life. We all call it bullying. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. This is five of air. But still, it also says that you have some what is the word for that? Like you have agreed somehow, or some contract or whatever you say with each other to meet and go through these things somehow. You all have that with her since you are with her. But okay, but that's true though, what you say. Now, when I've been active in concentrated on the injustice that goes on in Canada, every time I say like or think Trudeau, I think about Trudeau. But anyway, okay, my siblings and I are opposite from how she is. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, and that's why you meet, I guess. We are kind to people, yes. But you have a path. Let's say that you have agreed to with her since you met her and are her kids, like in previous lives, I would say, according to this card. It doesn't say that you should stay on that, but we protect kids. Yeah. Okay, I will see. The other card here is for you, and this was for you. This is for her rather. Oh, two of wands. In this card, this is someone sitting there with does she do magic? I'm sorry to say, maybe she doesn't, but here it represents that she wants, like, yeah, she probably wants to rule the world. Let's say here you have like crystal ball and all the tools and trying to see everything. Yeah, at least try to. Also, maybe it's a response to a sense of lack of control. She's mysterious. Yeah. But yeah, she surely wants some power, or yeah, she wants more. She does not feel like it's enough with, although she have everything and you and all kinds of things, as if she's intuitive. Okay, yeah, she might also be, but also she's very driven by her will and will to get more and more and more, a little bit like that. She tries to control nieces too. Yeah. Yeah, I think she may have, doesn't have to. I mean, now I use this deck that is called the Book of Shadows Tarot, so it's not so I'm sorry, strange. Oh God, I need to. Does she smoke or something? Mm. Um, so it's not so strange this image comes up, but still, I think she tries all kind of measures that will help her to stay into control or gain more. It's more of this addictive behavior of wanting more and more and never understanding when it's enough. Also when it comes to control, but also probably when it comes to all kinds of things. She used to smoke a lot when we were small. Yeah, maybe that's why I cough or not. Uh, when I was small, my cousins would call her witch. Okay. Yeah, she wants more and more. Yeah. So let's see now. And you are very, here comes elemental of water. That is like page of water, I would assume then. You here maybe are you four siblings, by the way? Because here in this image there are four water not nymphs. What are they called? Water. Yeah, maybe they're what are they called? Water. Anyways, beings, let's say. And I think there are four of them here. Four females. Yeah. Look up this image. It's the Book of Shadows Tarot. It's called Elemental of Water. If you Google that, and you will see this image of four women in the water. And you are very, three males. They are not here. Here is just the females then. Oh, how many? It's only bad to the females. That's why. Okay. So you have learned, all of you females have learned to be. Also, it have made you a little bit. What I wanted to say is that you have learned to be like water, like uh, what's the word? Yeah, going with the flow, but also like adjust very much. Be to not confront, to be like, you know, cool things down. But also the elemental of water shows um, that you also have become a little bit emotionally confused or hesitant or so on because of her behavior towards you. It's like it have a really impact, have had some strong impact on you emotionally, of course, but still it shows also in the card. So it's good you have each other, and you are quite similar, all four of you, right? Because here it looks like you have taken on the same behaviors as a response to how she have been like. And also this hand represents you and your path in life, and that you should go this way. But at the same time, I feel like this, almost like her hand, as you say, about control, like holding, like I don't know, that you kind of, you are in the palm of her hand, but you don't have to be like uh no, really, none of us females. What do you mean with that? What do you mean by that? Yeah, no, not like her, but like each other. I mean, you are similar to each other. You have kind of be, your behavior or your emotional responses to things have been formed or molded through her behaviors. Not that you are like her, but that you are very much similar to each other, is what I meant. Yeah. Okay, let's see now. But it's good you have each other still. But I see that have influenced you in ways that made you less confident in yourselves, apparently. So, and I try to see here also how she sees you. I think you are very intuitive also with this water, but um, let's see. Yeah, I think that you, maybe all of you are, or you said something else that you erased, but he here is maybe she is a little bit jealous. I mean, you asked about where this control come from, especially when she have just been so towards you females. Maybe that talks also about jealousy, but here the high priestess shows like someone that is touching their own soul, kind of. And maybe she have felt a lack of that. I don't know what she have been through herself, but maybe she have seen that you have things she have not, or that you understand things that she does not. Something she sees you, I guess, pretty um, uh, mysterious in some ways. Also, yeah. So that she wants. Yeah, I think that's what it is very much. Something she does not really understand, or she feels less than, or she don't. Also, maybe if she haven't really seen that in her life or within herself in the same way, she may not really understand how people can come from that place of just kindness. Maybe that is like unknown somewhat to her, and she doesn't understand, like in some way or another, how you can be that way. Oh, you're welcome. When we were small, if we got near dad, she would get angry. Yeah, yeah, there have been some lack in her, and probably she wanted to be like you, pretty much. Not maybe because of jealousy like such, but also like just maybe, especially like small kids and so on, they like come in with a high confidence, and yeah, that could have been provoking in some way because she have felt this hole inside of her. Maybe she have not really been in touch with her soul, and therefore, yeah, she have seen that you have had something she had not. Like, yes, true. I believe she was raised wrong. Yeah, something was clearly. It's like she have lost contact with her soul. She should do like soul retrieval or something. Something may have happened to her, and uh, yeah, and that she tried to kind of fill that emptiness by somehow by being. Yeah, I think it's not. I mean, it's intent. She have intent when she is not nice, but she. I don't think it's planned in that sense. She just reacts to her own lack and some sort of envy that you have sort of more or something. Happiness. I think she was never happy. Oh, yeah, that could be. There have been some trials and troubles for her for sure, and still there is a long way to go. She, yeah, there is a long way to go to evolve. She's not as highly evolved. Also, that when kids come in, they can be born like way older souls, if you call it that, than their parents. So you you all probably have, obviously, since you are very kind of that, come very much further than she have. She doesn't change as in understand her action. No, I mean she have a long way to go to do so though. She will evolve as everyone else, I think, but it will take time. She have disconnected somehow. Uh, yeah, and she feels that lack, and that is why she reacts. I feel. Yeah, dad taught us kindness. Oh, how nice then. Let's see now here. Um, and she thinks that she is a very happy. Actually, when I look at the cards that represents how she view herself, I get 3 of Cups, as if she's very cheerful and fun-loving person that people love to be around. Or I do have a question. Kindly let me know when I can ask. Oh, yeah, you can ask. I will just take a few cards more on this, but you can. Okay, and also, by the way, I will just say this in the midst of this then. If you want, if anyone like what I do and so on, if you have just a few dollars or whatever and want to donate, you can donate not to me though, but to the lawyer's fee of Pat King. I will put it soon here, or even in the description box after it in my previous videos, also the nearest previous ones, because he doesn't have any, and he's treated very unfairly and unjust. So, okay, so yeah, thank you so much for wanting it. But okay, I will move on here. The mother here, anyway, she thinks she's just the loveliest person. Lalima, is he dealing with? Oh God, this is what. Soul, I'm continuing with you for a few cards more, and then I will answer Lalima. Is he dealing while telling me things that? Is he dealing while telling me things that he loves me? I don't understand. No one wants to be near her, but it's interesting. She thinks that. I mean, I think her outer persona, let's say, may show some harshness or so on, or a lot, but inside she's so weak in some sense. But at the same time, I think she survives by thinking she's like almost perfect. I mean, she pretend or something that she is fantastic. I mean, maybe that's her way of coping, to just ignore all those facts. Let's see. I still don't understand your question, Lalima, so I think you have to uh, pronounce it differently. Not even nieces. Oh, I wish she would realize her actions to make self feel better. Yeah, just ignore. Yeah, I think this is a psychological defense. I don't think she purposely actually ignored it. Even, I think she's unaware, so unaware. Or I mean, think she protects her own psyche by not understanding, because she don't know how to cope with that. If so, I think she blame others, that there is others' fault. If so, that they don't understand how lovely and fantastic she is. So I still think, I mean, she keep that view on herself, that she's awesome. Like, let's see. Hmm. And then how you see her here is like judgment. I think of this, not 50 Shades of Grey. I'm not thinking about that, but the card judgment here, this woman sits with the hair in a bun or something, and sit like on her knee, kneeling in front of a goddess figure in front of her. And I feel like this is pretty much your and she's like a stone goddess figure. So I think this is your what have been kind of asked of you, more or less, so to be obedient and uh, hold her high. She's a very strong woman, so I guess that's how she copes with making herself feel. But yeah, I really think she can be mystical. Yeah, she's trying, but you are way more so. You girls have a very strong intuitive abilities, and that's another thing. We develop these abilities very much through certain things we meet, also that we need to understand and know more to kind of survive in certain situations. So then our those abilities get like high high vibes, like, or she's probably hiding it. Yeah, but I also the way you have seen her is like this coldness, but also that you kind of had to hold her high. That was kind of asked of you to do. Hmm. Although, yeah, she's very disconnected from herself. And then the two last cards here is how you view your connection. King of Pentacles. I think this is just your father then. Yeah, very cold. It's like this stone goddess image that you should bend knee in front of, like, okay, you are awesome. Like, so, sorry. Oh, yeah. Obviously, she came from there, and therefore she cannot really grasp how you are, and how fantastic that you have, in that sense, did break that cycle. Uh, and but she doesn't understand that because she's so disconnected herself, and you girls are so connected, or although it have influenced you, so you have insecurities that you wouldn't have had uh, if you hadn't been exposed to these kinds of things from her. But still, you have a strong intuition, and you are connected to your souls in a different way. So, but the next card here is like your relationship to her, you could say. But here I see King of Pentacles, and that is a very stable, loving, solid man. So I think this rather represents the dad then, and that he have given you so much stability, and that is probably why, if you had been brought up in her I can't say, but I mean, where everyone were cold, that is kind of impossible, maybe, to keep that connection to yourself even. But he have given you that, so even if you don't have a strong connection to her at all, that's that's there from her father. Let's see, your father, I mean, and her view on you. Um, she's disappointed at you. This is Four of Cups. She feels that you have not been living up to her expectations. That you have, like, maybe like you have betrayed her, or you have. She dismisses you because she feel like you have not. Uh, yeah. I feel like for these Four of Cups is like there are three cups standing there, that she's like, "Oh, no, I don't want it. Even however good you are, you would never be enough, because this is how, I mean, she's actually, I think, I'm not a psychologist and cannot know, but I think she's judging. Yeah, okay. But I think she's judging herself, really. I mean, there is also another thing here, aside from maybe jealousy and so on. She's also mirroring herself in you very much, and she have high demands on herself, and so she put that on you. Like, yes, my other sisters always says nothing and enough for, yeah, she does not value anything. Yeah, that's kind of true. Mm. She won't even give you the time of day. She won't even give you the chance to prove it, although you are amazing. she have already dismissed you from the get-go. I mean, from the start, because she cannot embrace or accept herself, is what I interpret it as. And I'm not saying I have the truth in this, but she's like, no. She's like closing her eyes, like almost like a kid. No, but this I don't see, I don't understand. She's just no. Yeah, so she have a lot of things, issues to work through apparently, and she isn't ready. Maybe it's too hurtful or whatever, but we all get scared on gifts. If we give her a gift, she doesn't value it. Yeah, she doesn't value a lot because because of her own inner struggles. This is not about you or that you are not enough in any kind of way. This is about her problems with herself that she's very much unaware of. So, yeah, she wants more and more. Yeah, and it would never, as far as I see in the card, she would never be satisfied. It would never. It not only wouldn't it be enough. It wouldn't be good enough. I mean, yeah. And this only reflects her own image. Even though she is in the outer sense strong, she is not. She is like very, very vulnerable inside, and this is her protection. This is her way to project that onto you, although this is about how she feels about herself. That's how I interpret it. So, I mean, it's easy to say, and I'm sure it's impossible not to take it personally, but these have nothing to do with you. It have all things to do with her patterns. And obviously, you, as I said from the beginning, you've chosen sort of, or not obviously, but as I think of it, you have kind of chosen her to also bring forth your own strengths. I mean, to learn from the things you meet, how to be different, not the least, but also stronger, and also set your boundaries that you need. But the cards show clearly that uh, you belong together and you have some patterns from previous lives and so on. But and you they also show that you are bullied, but it also shows that this was meant to be kind of. I mean, I'm not saying you were meant to be bullied, but I mean, um, yeah, you wouldn't have become those loving and lovely persons that you are. And also from the messages in the cards, you can, if anything, you can take that with you, that it have nothing to do with you. There is nothing wrong with you. She have problems with herself, and that's how she expresses those problems. There is nothing wrong with you, and have never been, you know. Yeah, so yeah, I know that's where you have this water, but someone that is disconnected or cold like that, in that sense, they can't feel you the same way. Like, yeah, yeah, you're so welcome, and I hope. I mean, it's not nothing you work through easily, but have you been talking to someone? Like, I'm not saying that always is the best thing. Sometimes just talking with each other and figure out can be the best, but talking with some professional or something, or just to I mean, is that the right word? Solidify, I mean, to for it to be grounded, the fact that it have nothing to do with you. This is on her part. I don't know. I will express, yeah. So I try to be the good girl, a hood girl. uh, for her only. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, but as long as you, I mean, I'm not saying it's easy, if we even should forgive, but not forgive bad behaviors, but also see the strengths that come from those that have maybe also treated us bad, because you can deal with this in other ways, and you are so much stronger than her, all of you. So yeah. Yeah. No, she have a long way to go in her development as her individual and so on. So, and you are way ahead of her. You have no disconnect as such. You only have some sort of confusion and lack of self-esteem in one way, related to how she have treated you, so that have influenced you obviously, but you are so connected, so you can heal these things. And then we have, then come Beltane lovers card jump up here to celebrate and be joyful. So I mean, the message very much is like, be glad that you aren't as disconnected. Be glad that you are connected to your souls and your beings, let's say. I mean, yeah, tough though. Tough situation when it's a mother. So yeah. But that is what the card said. So I hope you can take that with you, as I said, that that it, I mean, it's not easy to understand, but it had nothing at all to do with you. And you have been doing a good job to survive in those situations, because, and thank God, I almost said, oh goddess, for the dad there then. But yeah, I'm not, my way of saying that there are positives, let's say, is not it's not meant to be a way to dismiss or diminish what you have been through, because that is horrible and you shouldn't have, I mean, that's not right. That shouldn't have happened to you. But yeah, anyways. So I wonder if the other one left now, or she wanted to ask me if, I don't know. I don't even recall that. I didn't understand the question really, what she said. I will wait a little bit and see if she's still here. There is someone else here. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you asking. I learn myself meanwhile. And let me know how it goes if you want to. I forget oftentimes what I have. I will also search for this donation thing. What I have answered or so on, but still, I would like to hear how things go sometimes. So if you want to reconnect and tell me, let me know. So I will just put his page out there. And as I said before, when it comes to this, there is no need to agree with his particular views on things or whatnot. But there is. This is so unjust. He have been taken away. Oh, thank you. Yeah, do so. His bank account have been frozen for, I think, a year and a half or something, from the bankers, without him being. I mean, you should be considered innocent until proven guilty. But here he have been proven guilty and exposed to punishment harshly, I would say, without any trial or anything. And so, yeah, you're here. Yeah, I didn't understand your question exactly. So could you write it again or in a different way so I can understand? So is he dealing with, yeah, okay, dealing. I didn't read the other women while saying that he loves me. I I don't, as I said before, I don't want to go into what he does or think or feel or so on, because I feel that is the other person's integrity. What I could see in the previous cards what was rather one that is sleeping or by himself and just hiding away. So it didn't seem like there was other people around there. Like, so I would assume no. But sunny days, hello. So I won't go into that, but you could check the link above to her Vix Tarot, I think she's called, or others that do these kinds of readings. But I don't want to, because he have not said that he want me to. So I feel like I invade his privacy, and I don't want to. But as for the cards previously, I don't think so. I think he's just lazy, sort of, or uninterested. And I think you are worthy of so much more than that guy. And therefore, I hope you don't ask about him anymore, because you get like, I'm not saying that you are obsessed. If you want to ask something sunny days, feel free to. I don't mean that you are Like, but sometimes when we ask and ask or think about the person all the time, there's a sort of a confusion about that, because let go, focus on yourself, focus on all other people, let go of this person. Apparently the answer is there in itself, because otherwise he would let you know that he likes you. I mean, you wouldn't have to question it if it's there for real. So here is the lawyer. I will read the questions soon, or I mean, I will first write this sunny days, but here is where you can donate. Just a few dollars would be nice if you want to, if you like what I do, so that I could help here. Password Ottawa. I have to write that too. Wait a second. Didn't I write that now? Okay, sorry. Okay. Yeah, you do understand. Good. Ottawa. So did I write it? Yeah. So here is where you can donate if you want. So let's see. May I ask why my boss helps me so much? I never met a boss that almost gives me everything. Oh, sorry. As in help wise, make it easier at work for me. No, you cannot ask. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm glad if you do it, because I don't have the resources in funds like that, so I can't help, but I really would love to. So I'm glad if you could do for me, so to speak. Thank you. Um, I mean, sunny days. I don't, as I said before, when it comes to her man here or others, mom or whatever, I don't do read for others, so to speak. But I could make a sort of a relationship reading, which means not only that you have to be in a relationship with a person, but we have relationships to others overall. So maybe that I can do with you and your boss, because otherwise I would pull cards for him or her, and I feel like that wouldn't be fair. Okay, I will do that. Okay, there it's kind of a, maybe we figure out then why a relationship reading for the boss and for Sundays. Well, first we get a card to begin with. This is the circle. It's actually the Hanged Man card usually, but this is above. I mean, the cards are there. This is a double deck, so to speak. So there are cards that represent the above, and then below, which is more the mundane. And this, I feel, the circle. I wonder if this could be like that he wants you somewhat in his circle, his inner circle, something, that you would add value somehow there, or just that he likes you. But I will. Actually, he reminds me of myself with his kind help. Yeah, good. Maybe he sees that too, and like that. But I will do that. I will just, that card just jumped out. Let's see. So let's see. I have to shuffle them a bit more first. So now. Okay. Okay. Four of Cups. Does this make you a little bit uncomfortable? Do you feel like it's like a flirty thing? Because for you, what represents you, the card I pick here for you, is this Four of Water, which usually is someone that is hesitant. I mean, that you don't want to get these gifts. Do you feel like uncomfortable? Since the question kind of incline, or is that the right word? That also. No, I like his help. No one has helped me before. Oh, wow. But the question why is because you're nice, probably. But it seems like, or maybe that is why. I mean, that you haven't been helped before. Maybe that is the Four of Cups, the three previous ones. You are not aware of that. So that's why you ask. Yeah, I see that, because it's like overwhelming. But I think it comes from real kindness and real just meaning well, actually, here. And then Five of Chalices represent the other person, your boss, then. So, I think your boss is like Yeah, I think he's confused, or she, whomever it is confused themselves because this person is quite sad. They may have lost a lot of things in their lives, in their life. Um, Maybe this is things that won't be shown on the surface, but I think maybe that is also. I mean, it comes from a kind place, wanting to. There is no like. I mean, this is not something this person will hold over your head or something like that. I don't see, but I think that this. I think this is the way to that brings them kind of happiness to see someone else get happy. More so, his man, yeah. Actually, he looks a bit sad lately. Yeah, this is someone that I've felt that they have lost a whole lot. Maybe there is something else going on. Maybe it's health. I don't know. I'm not saying that the health. I just randomly speak. But I mean, it could be anything that makes this person very sad. Lost some family. I don't know what it is, but something that, yeah, a little bit depressed of sorts or something. And yeah, maybe also a little bit of a sense of nothing left to lose kind of feeling. But at the same time, it comes from a really good, I mean, um, this person mean well. But also, if there is some, like, there are cups here. So it could be like some love interest. But at the same time, this person, I don't think this man think that he has some chance. Maybe you show also clearly that this is a work thing and no. So maybe he's sad about that too. I don't know, but we'll see here. Yeah, you are like the sun. What can I say? Uh, you have a lot, and he sees you also. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Have you known this person? Yeah, he's such a sweet man. Yeah, I think so. Have you known this person for a long time, or so on? Because these are like Wheel of Fortune. Obviously means that things are changing for the better and so on. But and also in your case, uh, as my name, yeah, 7 year. Oh, because this seems like someone have seen you growing or maturing or so on, and seen you in several phases of life in this wheel here. So he has not stopped being good to me. No, that's awesome. Yeah, and how does he see himself? Here is 9 of fire. I have to check that actually because these are like planets. I wonder how he sees himself. 9 of fire. Let's see. Like Pluto. Okay. Uh, I must read a bit because I don't know so much about Pluto. Um, there are difficult changes he's going through. Maybe one he rather would forego. But the promise of riches at the end of the journey. The Pluto reigns over the infamous aspect of the human experience. He does so with cool composure and promises. This is about death and taxes. Some say that the only absolutes in life are death and taxes. Well, whatever. But Pluto governs things in life that absolutely have to happen. God of the underworld, associated with death, leads to transformation and renewal. Blah, blah, blah. Well, I don't know really. But he sees himself, maybe he's going through some sort of dark period or something here. I don't know. Something is difficult. Maybe he have been just through a lot of difficulties in his life. And how you view him here is like here is in the mundane world. He's pretty spiritual though, or connected to energies like that. But you see him as a hierophant here, and that is like that is like a master of sorts, anyways, or a boss, and someone who shares their uh, yeah, everything as you said, but their experience and so on. And yeah, this seems like a very good connection. So uh, yeah, and also you should never be ruled, obviously, or like owned by someone else. But So your relationship to this person. This is 5 of Wands. It seems like you are also you may not agree always on your job. There are other co-workers also. Do they react strangely to your connection, or I believe so. He looked down lately. I seem spiritual, but he say he isn't. Yeah, I think he's not maybe aware of that is what he is. He's just aware of energies like that. Yes, well, yeah, that's what I see. There becomes some conflict if you are put on a not pedestal, but if you are favored, let's say, yeah, that's what I see in these 5 of Wands. You can also check that up if you want. That is so below in the Book of Shadows, or the Book of Shadows tarot. Um, so yeah, that becomes a conflict, and that is obviously conflict for you too, in a way. My boss says I'm a hard worker. Yeah. And you also are sunshine in his darkness, kind of, because you have like a little bit of dark thoughts. And then comes how he view. Here is another. This is Saturn, I think. Pluto and Saturn. This is like difficult. His way. Maybe he's like his thoughts. I wonder what's up with his thoughts actually, because this is interesting. I'm not saying something have been going on like some disease or something, but he seems like he's occupied pretty much by thoughts of death and so on, or mortality maybe, like, and that's why he want to leave some legacy, or he want to do something good. But I think he, for some reason or another, I will see if this is Saturn, by the way. Yeah, obviously it is, because you have this whatever it seems like when you cut something. I must see what that says. It says also, while Jupiter is the life of the party, Saturn's reputation is less favorable. He's not a he's known for challenges, restrictions, and hard work. Yeah, obviously, Saturn benefits are often overlooked. He have good benefits. Not everyone see that, and they think he favors you. Then Saturn rules our ambitions, goals, career achievements, and long-term plans. That's good though, but with Saturn, those are all hard won and so on. Although we get recognitions, uh, yeah. I just have to read a little bit more. Wait a I'm sorry. I'm quite life lessons are taught and learned or repeated. Yeah, he's a constrictive, serious energy, or this is how he feels inside, or also in connection to you. He feels old in connection to you. I think he feels older in connection to you than he does otherwise. Also, he is so aware of maybe there is quite a gap there. Situation must be reviewed and analyzed, and decisions made with calculating precision. For what happens now will determine future trends. Much can be won, but not without a cost. Yeah. Well, yeah, what can I say? He is very much ambitious, but personally and emotionally, it seems like he is more so in a dark place, and he can go there. I think he works also to run away a little bit from himself, from his feelings. Oh no. Well, let's see. I meet his expectations. Yeah. Yes, a conflict. They get so mad at me. All I do is work. Okay. Oh, no. Hope not. Hope is just down. He told me once I treat him with respect. Yeah, that's good. And I think maybe it's not like in that sense. Also, the cards. I'm not sure, but I mean, maybe it's not like if you don't respond in a loving way and that's what he wants, but also maybe just your brightness and so on make him more aware of that what he does not have, or if he's way older, it brings him more aware of that, and how whatever it is, it's like I think he works hard to get away also from certain thoughts or dark like from being low. I think he goes into those patterns a little bit if he doesn't have work on his in his hand, so to speak. Yes, he could be sad. I saw it before he left to take some days off. Yeah, something is going on with him inwardly, and you brighten that very much. Yeah, and I think there is no, I mean, he mean well, but you maybe should be aware that you won't, even if you are favored, to not. I mean, his aim is not to keep you in a leash, let's say, but you should be careful not to become like a very very pleasing to him, so that you won't stand up for what you want or think or so on in that situation. Yeah, that's a good advice, I think, also through the cards. But yeah, it seems very good, and I think he mean well, and you bring light to him, so you want to kind of what is the word for that? Yeah, well, give back, you know. So from his end, that's a good thing. So maybe I should go now. I've been here for 1.5 or 1 hour, soon 45 minutes. Yeah, yeah, and he wish you well, I'm sure. And you are, yeah, you are kind of on top in his world. You are super. And maybe I don't know what's going on with him or what it's going, where it's going, but I don't even know what you're working with or the company maybe he owns, or but maybe also think about the legacy, or what whom he will give it to after or something. Maybe you are in his thoughts in that way too. I don't know, because it seems like he think in long term, uh, in long terms, yeah, what to do and so on, and he think maybe you are worthy of that. Uh, but as I said, I don't know what what exactly this is about, but yeah, you're welcome. And if you can, please donate to the above there Pat King's lawyer's fees, so that he can get the legal justice that he that is long overdue. Though he should have had that beforehand, but now at least that he get it now. So if you can or if you want to, otherwise this is free. But I wanted to add it since I don't have the funds to do so. So maybe I should just stop with a an last card, just overall to anyone listening. And thanks for the likes, you who have liked. Let's see. I'll shuffle them and see what comes up as a general advice to whomever. Oh, there are a few cards now also. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Okay. Here is Crone of Air. This is some seriousness here. I don't know what this is about. This is like she holds the book shut and it's like, don't do that. Don't open that. I don't know what that is about. Yeah, and then come 5 of water, and here is also like a one. Here's Athena. This is someone. This is different from the general 5 of waters. This is above card. This is something that can turn into fight if we open certain secrets, let's say. Or we can make others go into that mode. And then we have 5 of swords that came before also, but this is the so below, and here is someone winning, and that's not favored by others. So I think we should, this is a message to some of us to keep secrets. I mean, to keep silent about certain things we know, so we won't trigger like there are lightnings here and stuff. So we don't stir up certain things, and also when it's good things that we succeed with or what it is, maybe to others will get jealous, and that will cause a lot of reactions that we are better without, let's say. It's not that we should hide away or so on, but just for our own sake, for our own well-being, let's say. So this is a kind of serious and strong warning on that, in that way, to us. And then we have transformation. This is like an angel moving forward, and she's this is like the Cherio card, but she's moving forward like in a. She's so bright and so innocent and also fierce, and wherever she goes, the darkness just vanishes. She knows this, and that's what's needed. We don't need to talk about it so much. And then yeah, this transformation about this is a Yule. This is death, but it's represented by Yule, which is interesting. Well, that's when it's interesting. I mean, it's natural also because that's when the sun god or the sun is being born in the winter solstice as well. So, but yeah, it have to do also with what we leave behind. I try to understand this card. This is a little bit about a choice. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I have to move my feet. There's no one here now but me. But what do I want to say? Oh, my feet are so cold. What does this want to say? Oh, there are also strong cards here. Yeah, well, this is about love also, about celebrations and love, and the ability to. Yeah, I think this is very much about keeping good things secretive, even when it comes to good relationships or certain things, to not let others poke them down, so to speak. Don't give to not give access to others too much because they may try to ruin it out of jealousy or whatnot. So that was that. Okay, and I can't put the link to his yeah to his things in the descriptions box, the description box beforehand, because then I can't even use YouTube, which is also very disturbing. And it makes, oh, by the way, okay, maybe I shouldn't say that then, but I will. There was another friend of him doing he's more random when he speaks, and I have a hard time listening to him though, but he then when he talked about something happening, I think it was 20th of September now, the even the sound of on my computer was like off. I mean, not only dead on that video, but on all of my pages that I had up. So I had to change that back. And so I had to re-listen to hear whatever date that was. So I will keep checking what that was. But it's like this whole what can you say? This thing of trying to gosh, the words, trying to prevent others from even listening to certain viewpoints or so on, as if we wouldn't be able then to discern for ourselves. I mean, this whole I not just know the word to ban things, but to no, I don't remember the English word for that. But when you try to figure the English word now, never mind. Yeah, so certain things aren't allowed then. Although it should be free speech and everything. Yeah, that's very bad. I think it rather triggers actually an interest in why are these things shadow banned then, or why, and it's obvious to me. I wouldn't have believed in these things if I hadn't been subjected to them. objected to. No, but before I just was shocked when I first put this in the description box, and first the chat wouldn't work, and then next time I tried, the whole YouTube didn't work. So I have to put it there afterwards, and that is really weird. That is so that this information and the injustice and so on is so hidden that it shouldn't reach people to understand it. It should just go through regular media means and be portrayed in a certain way to make people unaware, and that is not a good thing. That is really not a good thing. So yeah. And no matter what, as I said before, no matter what, I won't speak about this a lot because listen to him if you want to. And sometimes I know that from some certain Swedish ones who have some ideas, let's say, or also knowledge of certain things, actually, that maybe not all would agree with or want to censor. That is, censorship is the word that many wouldn't want to, want people to know or so on. But and sometimes the personalities themselves are kind of in the way. It goes for everyone, myself included. But I mean, sometimes the messages get lost because of the one giving those messages. But still it have not much to do at all with. But it's important also that those certain things come out, I'm sure. But this have to do with just this is not right. This is the way he, for example, have been treated is a crime, no matter his views on things or however he think. Although that is also very much just built up projections. Although his mouth is quite loose sometimes, but still, when you look into it further, you understand that this is not true. This is not correct. So, and also, there are so many things, but also bringing up things from long ago. Certain, I think they used some certain clips or whatever it was from like 5 years ago. They weren't allowed to use them in court though, but still, media can do. And who? Another thing, maybe should not. Maybe that was. I must pull another question. No, another card for that. Maybe that is the thing I should shut up about. Because, yeah, I will just pull a card for that because I don't know. I've had that in my mind, but I thought maybe I shouldn't. Let's see. I shall go soon, but here comes. Oh no, communication. This is Hermes or with this caduceus. I just saw myself having this tattooed, by the way, in a dream below my navel. A caduceus with like those wings. Maybe I should do that. How interesting. This healing, I think that, wow, that's cool. Representing. Anyway, I just recall that now. That was tonight, I think. But here we have 2 of fire, 8 of wands, like quick fire, and then 2 of chalices, 2 of cups. So this is a good idea. Maybe even challenging. Not challenging. Channeling. I mean that with him. Yeah. The communicator between gods and humans. I'm a medium, so that could be quick communication. And there is a lot of people that ask for that right now. Oh, I want to do it for everyone all the time, but then I won't do it as good as if I also have time to just collect myself and be at peace. Just be randomly bored is super good when working with these things. But anyways, so what I was thinking about was also about Pat. The way he describes it, I won't even take sides on this, but the way he also describes it is that he was not even many general people know about this whole Bilderberg meeting and so on. But he was on those in Switzerland and filmed certain people who were going there. That is like high bankers yearly, I think, meetups that are very secretive. They can't like have phones there or anything. So it's very secretive, everything. And also are certain ones that are, for example, Stefan Löfven, before he was elected, was on that meeting before, and so on. So it's interesting, though, that what are they doing there? Anyways, what Pat thinks is that this is not about the convoy and all the things that happened there, um, although that too was disturbing to those in power, let's say, but more so, he have been punished way different than most others who have been freed quite immediately and so on. So he thinks this is punishment actually for what he exposed there when he went to Switzerland. That this is what they actually try to, yeah. Maybe also, I mean, we don't have to go that far, but they put him in a prison with murderers for no real charge at all, kind of, where it was horrible as you have described, but also thinking that the purpose was actually to kill him, to get him silenced for good, so to speak. And what I wanted to say about that is that I will just say a few more sentences about that, because many people are very oblivious or unaware of these things overall. The bankers, also, I believe this though, although it sounds like a conspiracy. By the way, I just heard that the other day. I must say that about conspiracy. The word comes from co, meaning like communion or togetherness, and as anspirare is breathing or breath, breathe together. Hello, Bria. Anyway, so the world have always been afraid of those who breathe together because they break trance. That is what's so why people are called like conspiracies are very much the fear of breaking that kind of trance of what people think or see. But anyway, so you can ask a question if you want. Hey, someone else is kashish. Hey, there is no list here, but you can the blacklist. But what list do you want to be added to? But you can ask. Thank you so much, Brea. Anyways, I wanted to say this, that I believe that that is so, that meaning you have the same breath, you have the same intent. It also inspire when you breathe in, you are inspired in life, like what you're inspired by, and breathe out when you kind of pass on the expire. But anyway, what I wanted to say is that, let's see, may I ask how my boyfriend's family view me and what they say about me behind my back? Thank you. No, I'm sorry, I don't do those readings. There are many who do, so check them out. I put a link to someone above about that because I don't want to invade someone's privacy or integrity by asking about someone else. So I will do readings for you or for a relationship you have, I can do. And then we kind of see patterns about that relationship, but I won't focus in on their thoughts, actions, feelings, whatnot. Thank you. I will ask after you are done with current read. Oh, I don't have a current read. I'm just rambling right now. So you can ask questions. Okay. But so, Bria, I can do a relationship reading with maybe you and your boyfriend's family, then it's possible if you want me to. But I want to say this first, that the bankers, those high up bankers that meet in the Bilderberg group every year, in secret, then not the meetings aren't secret, but what's going on in those meetings, and they I believe the politicians are like puppets on the string to those bankers, but who then rules the bankers, let's say. And this is where people think, oh yes, sure, like there are these rich families, or like that's just out there to think that they could rule this whole. But those who have the most money obviously have, or funds or resources, whatever kinds of, or surveillance abilities to that is a power source. But those kinds of natural resources, so on and so forth, of course they are the ones controlling the economy. And this whole system, the economical system, is meant to, I mean, the mechanics of it only, I've already crashed actually, but thank you, I will ask after. Yeah, okay. So okay, I will do that. I will just say a few sentences more about this. It's quite clear if you look at it. I mean, it doesn't have to be that way, but it is not so far out there to think so, especially if you ever look into what is being exposed about those things. There are people who try to actually show these things, pat for one. And then there are many other ideas and thoughts about what's going on. But when it comes to the economical system, the mechanics of it is built so that for each loan, that is how money nowadays are made, created. It's not through work, it's through loans. And therefore, we need to be exposed to a lot of things that we want, that we can't afford. And then we take loans. And then, can I have a guidance over mine connection? Yeah, obviously. I mean, of course. But anyways, I would just say that. And then, have a little bit patience, Bria, just for 1.5 minute more. And then I will go to the reading, I promise you. So, yeah. So on that, it comes like, what is it called now? Not taxes, but there comes a fee for each. I don't even remember the word for that in English now. Renta in Swedish is like. I can write that beneath later. But anyways, that money doesn't exist. So when that goes on and on, that means that this whole system have to break. What happens meanwhile, or they have it already, but they try to pretend it doesn't, means that fewer and fewer get richer and richer, and more get more power, not power, more more and more poverty and so on. Fewer and fewer. This is like this pyramid thing. And what was I going to say with that then? And to hold this together, you have to create like other systems, like technological measures and so on, to prevent an uprise of the people when that have to kind of go quicker than people realize what's going on. Because when they see that whomever is in the whoever is on the in the government, so to speak, they still can't make choices that aren't accepted by the bankers or the funds that they use. So they are still ruled by this whole crappy system. And those now I said I was going on, so I will just move on now. But still, this whole thing of 15-minute cities, this thing of accelerating all the control that comes with making everything digital, all the IDs and all things, that having all the cars you recently in London and all that are everything that is so new, so you can kind of hack or steer them or follow them or trade, so that the freedom is being limited. But we don't realize that, because that need to happen before people understand how screwed this economical system is. More and more will realize the more pain it causes, but still, that's what I want to say. Now I'm moving on. Sorry. Okay, so let's see. Bria first. Are you still here? I don't think. Hello. I don't think you're here. Are you here still? I was about your family and that. I don't think you're here. So maybe I go to Kashish then. What does that mean? That word mean? I mean, you and peace connection. What's coming? We will see. Okay, I will do that because I think Bria, I got off on a tangent there. So, so I was like more than half a minute. Kept on going. Sorry, Bria. Hope you come back some other day. If not, now. Yeah, Kashish, I will do yours because I think the other one lost patience. I understand. I hate when they even have those intro sounds. I have no patience whatsoever. I'm glad someone has it with me. So now I'll do for you then. Okay, whoop, one card for the. I guess this is for the future. That is what you wanted to know. What is coming? We have here Queen of Chalices. This is a very loving person. Usually, this is the woman, the Queen of Chalices. But in this case, I think it's you. I don't know what kind of sex you are, but are you like a woman or man? I don't know. In this image, though, it's the man that have this loving, caring position and comforting this crying, sad woman. So although it's Queen of Chalices, it feels like this person, maybe this is you, I don't know, comforts the other person very much, very mature and very loving, but caring to a degree where you're a girl. Then I don't. The P here, is that the one comforting you then? P person, because someone is very, very loving, but it's like, have you been very, very sad and needed very, very much comfort? Or because you ask what's coming, and that is maybe it is about you letting this person in more intimately, and so letting them know whatever ails you or what you have deep within and so on, and that person will, yeah, male answer, that person will respond in a very caring and soft way, and also listening, not only trying to resolve as males usually do, like trying to find solutions right away. He will just be there listening, comforting you. So that's what to come. Maybe also sometimes when we come close to someone, we, even if we didn't know we had some sort of scars, they open up because that's how we heal, kind of more like strong personality. Yeah, but you will see some softer sides for sure. If you ask what was coming, that will come. You will see that. But now I will do a relationship reading for you both. Then we will know something else then maybe. Okay. And also, by the way, I don't read this in a psychic way. I just read the cards and intuitively a bit. But so here we have 10 of air. I think you have been quite backstabbed, or you have felt like everything was lost somehow. There was some time, maybe back in time. This is also new start. Maybe when you met this person or something. That before then things have been quite rough. People have not been treating you well. I think this is mainly with words or so on. Like, yeah, it have been quite tough, and you almost didn't feel like you would have the strength to not continue, like as if. But I actually haven't seen his soft side yet. So interesting to watch what it will be like. It will be when you open up. Then he will totally be there and be super caring and soft. Yeah. And so, but anyways, I will see his then piece. One of wands. This he's super attracted to you. I guess this means because, or at least he's very sexual as a passionate as an individual, and I think also to you at least. But he have like that very strong fire energy, and that is probably what you have seen. Also, this strong, charismatic and outward. But he have this watery side also that is very sort of feminine, kind of very receptive person as well. You have more seen the active side, yeah. So let's see. You, nine of chalices. Have it been like a birthday recently or something? Because on this image there is a family and birthday celebrations, and lots of people. Usually this is about wish fulfillment, that you have felt that you found what you wanted, or or promises about that anyways. And the change for what have been before for you is very have been really happy changes going on for you since you felt this bad, I feel. And then he really appreciates you. Oh, I can't almost appreciates you, and he feels this is 7 of Pentacles, if I didn't say. Let's see. Mine is coming 20th September. He's on 20th November. Okay. Yeah, but that's soon, the 20th September anyway. So this will be like you are a little bit focused on. Will you be gathered with several family members or something? And I don't know. It's very beautiful though, and it feels like everything is going fine. And this person also, he sees you as someone he values a lot, very much so. And I think he is a little bit burned out though. I think he have been through also a lot, and he feels like he needs to really rest in all kinds of ways. It feels like 4 of Air is this. This is as above in this the Book of Shadows Tarot. I have to look every time what it says. Also, I forget it. But anyway, so what I feel is that somehow he is so tired sometimes, so he goes like through life like a shadow person, or maybe that is also connected to what he have experienced before. Like he was living like in a shadow world. It feels like everything was like colorless, gray and black and kind of white. It was like no colors almost. But he was almost. I mean, he was always guided by spirits. He didn't know so though, but maybe he didn't. But yeah, I feel like he really need to rest because there have been a lot going on for him before. I mean, really rest both his mind, his body, everything he need to recover of some. I don't say he's sick or something, but he need to recover energy. Uh, yeah, although we have his fire have started so to speak. I mean, he have recovered already, but somewhat still he needs to sleep, sort of be just in peace. And then you see him as this go-getter, fiery, competent person that can that have a lot of this is 2 of Wands, by the way, that have a lot of abilities uh, and he does. That's true though, but he no, and still he needs to pause kind of for a while, more so than he maybe show others then. But you see that fiery part of him. That is true also. When he have gain enough fire back or life energy back, then he will be what you also see in him. But you see very much also potential. But that is true also what you see. But now we'll see here. What I see in the cards, but you have the keys to what they mean though. So 5 of Water. You are. Yeah, I think maybe the 10 of Swords that you had there before also was related to previous relationships, because they didn't seem. I mean, there have been some sadness going on there, or you feel like you maybe been betrayed, or that didn't work out anyway. So it was like it was also probably not easy. Meanwhile, I think there have been a lot of maybe fights, like, or something that felt bad previous, not only with one. I think there have been several that didn't work out, and you may hesitate a little bit that things can work out in a good way. But then we have his way of saying 5 of Swords. There is some sort of. I think you both have quite harsh experiences before, because 5 of Swords here. It's, or rather like this, both of you, I think in these cards says that you have both have relationships where there have been competition more so going on in relationships. So you are a little bit hesitant to how can that work now without becoming a competition, when one is like react badly to the other ones, things that go good for them, or all those kinds of things. Yeah. Tough times. Both are in less communication. He's avoiding me to focus more on his career, which I am okay with, and giving him his space. Okay. But I think maybe he is actually burned out, so he doesn't really need to focus on his career. Maybe he says so, and maybe apparently you think so with his Two of Wands, but that's not really. He feel like drained. He feel really almost like he's running into the wall, but he still wants to prove to you kind of that he is this fiery guy. But he needs very much. Maybe that is also the first. The first car there. Maybe he wants you to see and understand his soft side, and he's also need for to be comforted, or you know, yeah, because he's quite tired, is what I see. And also, you both are very strong, but you are also. Um, I feel like you both. There is something in this energy of you both, where you have this energy of like five of water, and he have this five of swords. uh it's like he's someone who like to win, uh but at the same time, you have a lot of sadness in you or something, as I said from the beginning. Maybe you aren't quite aware of that, but these can trigger reactions. You can, without meaning to. I mean, he can. I'm not saying this is going on now, but what I see in the cards, maybe to come or something, that your reactions may trigger him to say something, maybe not mean, but like, while his ways may trigger you to react in like as if you aren't on the same team, as if you are a little bit aggressive towards each other, yeah, because you don't understand where the other really are coming from somehow. And sometimes the aim isn't the best also, but you have also your differences that mean that pops up, and f- for the need to heal, of course. But so I'm not sure this is very awesome. There is a reason he won't say. I think I think he need to feel more safe with you, in the sense that he can actually tell you how burned out he is, that he may feel that he need to prove his, I don't know, uh yeah, how accomplished he is or something, why, by saying this is work and so on. He needs to feel safe enough to let this his guard down, but I think both of you aren't quick in doing so. Yeah, that's what I see. So I see a little bit troubles probably ahead. But as I said before, I don't just read the previous patterns. I don't read um, the future, but it depends on what have been before, and we can change that. It's not like set in stone. But at the same time, you have very different. He's very fiery in many ways. He's smart also, but you are also. But in you trigger that. His will to be more smart, or the fiery energy, which usually is a quite good one, but he triggers the emotional response in you that is also, it's a little bit of this fight flight thing, where you both go into fight. It doesn't mean that you have to fight, actually, but it means like defend yourselves or prove yourself to the other one. And um yeah, and I think he is used to from before, also maybe in his family or something, that he needed to prove his position, or show that he's worthy of whatever. And this is what I think make him so tired, that that others don't see. He needs to be. Uh, that is something, some pattern he need to let go of or something. Uh, yeah, that he's okay. He doesn't have to do that. He's loved for who he is, like. But then you have, yeah, what can I say? You are quick to react because you haven't been treated so very well before. or actually quite bad from some people at least. And so therefore you can misinterpret also, maybe just some joke or whatever. And there is something, some lack of understanding or differences that make it a little bit difficult for you to understand that you should be like on the same team here. But I think your aim is the same. I mean, he is very attracted to you, and but I'm not sure he feels like he like cope in a way because he's tired. It's not like he's unwilling. It's just that there is so much going on, and yeah. What can I say? Do you want me to pull a different? I will pull an extra future card, then I will go. I've been here for so long. I think I got a message now, or maybe it was like that the phone was charged. It should have been previously, but okay. Oh, let's see. So future, the Wheel of Fortune. This is a good thing, though. So there is good hope for you, but you have, if you have that in the back of your mind, that you may both understand that you. I mean, he needs to not feel that he have to be the strong one and prove things, because then he will use that sort of in a way that will react. I mean, make you react as if he's putting you down almost like, and he may be also because of that pattern, let's say, or what you have learned that is the manly way. I don't know, but the Wheel of Fortune here shows that there are good opportunities to come, and you need to take those opportunities when they come, and yeah, roll with it, like, and also not to, when it gets a little bit stormy at times, maybe to just center yourself, and also to get on top of this wheel and not be drawn into this storm and just swirl around there, but like uh, take a break, center yourself, pause yourself, and see it from above, not from your triggered emotions or so on. That could be a good advice to him too, but we all have our patterns. But if you're able to do that, then it's a very positive card for you to come. So yeah, all possibilities are here. God, I'm so warm now. Yeah, it won't be easy, but then again, those relationships we have that aren't the easiest, those are the ones that also teach us the most if we are open to it. And sometimes maybe they won't work out, but they are still valuable lessons and so on. So it will be a little bit of a struggle with your energies and with your both of your pasts, I think. But you could meet. You could meet, but you have to. I think if you even want that, but I think that it would be a good thing for you both to allow him to embrace much more his feminine, soft sides. To like bring it also for you to do so, to let yourself be very vulnerable with him, because then you can reach each other where you don't have to go into defenses. And I think you haven't gotten there so yet, but that's a good thing, because that will like diffuse those reactions, because you kind of feel safe with each other, because you have let each other so close in, like as you truly are in words. So yeah, and the way you can help him with that is to be vulnerable yourself, to like I mean, not to play that game sort of, but to let him in the sense that you also share things that may, not to in a pretend way, but things that may make you cry, to let him get that close to you as you would maybe not let anyone, and trust that he would care for that in a good way, because then he wouldn't if you think you are way harder, then he can also, let's say, sound more harsh and so on, because he think it won't bother you that much and so on, yeah. So the way you can help him soften and allow himself to be as soft as he actually also are, but he also is tough, but like then that's the way to do it, to be open and vulnerable yourself. That will bring that openness or that trust in him. So I wish you the best of luck. Let me know if you want to how it will go. Relationships are difficult. And I think you both also hesitate in some way or another. As I saw in the cards, like, well, it just, how can it be like, as if you have a little bit of not the best most positive visions of what that could be. You both are a little bit although liking each other, still thinking, wow, how, in what ways could this become negative or be a little bit like that. Yeah, but it can be great. It could be awesome. Mm. And also be aware to, because he had this Five of Swords, which sometimes is like a bullying card. Be aware that he also make the same, let's say, sacrifices for you. That you are not the only one like being. What is it? The word? Yeah, I mean, now you think, okay, I accept that he needs the time for this, and but does he do the same for you? See to it that it is that you don't adjust only to him, because that could like bring his ego to some sort of height that is not good for you. So yeah, yeah. Well, then I should go again then. Haven't gone yet. I must take a last card for. I sometimes feel like we. Yeah. It is difficulties with you, but also opportunities. And I do think that he will not bring. I mean, the closeness that you may have the possibility to get to, that will not come from his end, because he thinks still have to be some sort of this role or whatever thing that he takes on. I mean, I believe that probably he thinks that you are attracted to that too, but, and that is true also, that is part of who he is. But I also think that he thinks that that outer shell or role is what you are attracted to. So I don't think he will bring that down and show you what more is inside, if you are not if you won't be the one to let him into your softest parts of your like emotions and so on. That's when he will uh, maybe dare to like drop the mask, let's say. He will have to trust you so much and see that you are genuine and honest and like vulnerable, yeah, and that you trust him in that sense before he will be able to. So it's, in that sense, it's on you. But yeah, he have the ability to be mean, this guy also. So since he's Five of Swords, if he feel like someone do him wrong, he would he could. And so, but he will not do that when, if you are getting closer and he trusts you. It's rather from in the more outer world. He could if he wanted to, like, be a little bit bullying maybe to some people. Yeah. Anyways, so I will, yeah, the last card, that was the one thing again. Last card for now. I always stay here for so long when I go in here, but thanks for being here and everything. And I wish you all the best. And as I said, you will learn from what each other anyway. So I hope this is for everyone. Maybe it's just for you because I talk about you now again. This is Ace of Swords, and this is also Imbolg. So this is about. This is the Star card, actually. This seems like this maybe this is representing Caradwin with a cauldron here. I'm not sure, but someone sitting here with one foot in the. There is like ice, I think, and one foot in the water opening. Yeah, but anyways, Ace of Swords is very much about two sides. Like strong love can turn to strong hate. This is also maybe a message rather for you. I don't know, but or also that it points both ways. When we are kind of harder, we will meet more harshness as well. So in some instances, we need to be also sharp and not let others walk all over us and so. But this star card also very much about hope when the light starts shining. So I think that the toughness that you may have needed and that he may have needed. Thank you. I really appreciate doing it. So I learned myself. Meanwhile, about whatever that reflects in my life. But anyway, so I believe that even if this is for you or general for whomever, this shows that this harshness or sharpness that have been needed before, like a protection or something, won't be needed to come. There is like this star card talk about hope or good things to come. They haven't shown yet though, but there is a lot of good things coming. So we don't have to be as defensive as maybe before. And I also think, since it's the Ace of Swords, it could be like a sign for Excalibur or so on, with this Excalibur, you say, like, right? I don't know. Anyways, like taking on our mission, what we really truly want to do, what we are here, or the purpose we are here. I think that is also because of this star also is guiding us towards something. So that is maybe a message for everyone. So now I'll stop before my voice stops. Take care and thank you so very much. And many blessings to each and every one of you. And bye for now.